You're listening to IsReal News, 3 daily briefings on the Middle East and on global developments.
From IsReal News, these are the evening headlines for Wednesday, April 15th. Sirens sounded shortly after 1 o'clock in the morning across the western Galilee after a suspected drone infiltration. Alerts were activated in Rosh Hanakra and nearby communities. Israeli forces later intercepted the drone, and there are no injuries. The incident comes as fighting continues along the northern border. In southern Lebanon, 1 Israeli soldier was seriously wounded, and 4 others were lightly hurt in rocket fire. At the same time, there are growing signs that diplomacy may be gaining momentum. Lebanese sources tell the Financial Times that a ceasefire with Israel could be approaching soon. But Iran's parliament speaker is pushing back. Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf says there will be no agreement with Iran unless there is also a ceasefire in Lebanon. In a message posted on social media, he says Iran and what he calls the resistance in Lebanon are one entity, both in war and in any ceasefire. There are also new indications of possible movement in the Strait of Hormuz. Reuters reports Iran may consider allowing ships to move freely on the Omani side of the strait as part of a broader agreement with the United States, if a deal is reached that prevents fighting from resuming. American officials tell Channel 12 there has been progress in talks aimed at reaching a framework agreement to end the war. President Trump's negotiating team, including Vice President J.D. Vance and envoys Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner, continues discussions with Iranian representatives and with mediators from Pakistan, Egypt, and Turkey. A Pakistani delegation is now in Iran trying to narrow the remaining gaps. Another round of face-to-face talks is expected in the coming days, possibly as early as Sunday in Islamabad. Still, officials caution that it remains unclear whether an agreement can be reached before the ceasefire expires on April 21st. They say any framework reached by then would likely contain only broad principles, and a longer extension of the ceasefire may be needed to negotiate a full agreement. The White House says it has not requested an extension of the current ceasefire, and on Wall Street, investors continue to bet that the conflict may be nearing an end. The S&P 500 and the Nasdaq both closed at new record highs. The Nasdaq extended its winning streak to 11 straight sessions, while the Dow finished slightly lower. Those are the latest headlines from IsReal News.
Follow IsReal News for 3 daily briefings. Fast, factual, and to the point.